All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now White. Oh, now he bowls him over. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
On second down, here's Love. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Luck now to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out, and the Patriots have it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And he'll take it into the end end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his second touchdown on the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw on 2nd down is Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. A give. This is Michel. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Luck. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll run with Mack. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a toss play. This is Mack. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On 1st down, it's Luck. Able to slither by. And a dump off to White. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. Here's Mack on the toss. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Luck. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chris Hogan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out come the Patriots. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. And they'll go on the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A spin. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. 20! Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
Brady. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And they will run it with Michel. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, it's Brady. And it's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Extra point good by Gronkowski. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. A shotgun snap for Luck. Wide open receiver complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he has paid it off in a big, big way.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On the ground is Michel, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go with Michel. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Goes underneath here to White. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a 1st down throw. Luck. And a catch made by Dontrell Linden. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. Luck on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, Luck throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Again, Luck. Being chased out left. And his pass incomplete. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Hey, we got 3, three down. Let's go. Regular.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
We go. 58 to the mic. 29. Alpha. I got one. So.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the interception, it's Luck. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hurry!
2nd and 10, Luck again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On first down, Luck. pushing his way through. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
To the air again, Luck. And right side caught, Hogan. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chris Hogan with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes it 24-13. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. Got some room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a carry for White. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on 2nd down is Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marginal yardage against them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now it's Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Mike 41.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. He'll check this one down to Michelle. And they're running right through it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Regular. 29. Alpha.
Again, it's Brady. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught. It's Ryan Brand. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Wrong. Yeah, easy.
On 1st down, it's Love. Ebron with it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Here's Locke. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 48. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. On the ground, this is Michelle. And he's got this down to the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And that's incomplete. There defensively was Matthias Farley to knock it away.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
New England on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got his man Hilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
Here we go. Let's go! Three down. 58 Mike, 58 Mike.
And it's Michel once again. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Corey Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Luck. Goes underneath here to White. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hines. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Watch left, watch left. Hey, let's go. 540.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Chargers.
What's your guys' record?
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
Whoever did that's a bum. You got them. I'd much rather take Sean Watson anytime. Yeah.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon.
Oh, come on.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
I saw that and I was like, you guys are kidding me. Why would you do that?
Inches, that'll be a first down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Throwing on
I'm not even lucky that was thrown like that.
Well, too much oomph, too much mustard.
I had that one live.
They really turned it loose.
Except these guys like to drop the ball all the time.
Strong. Didn't lead to a completion though. Made it very difficult.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Gordon, he'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson. And Ingram holds it in. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Come back, come back.
Watson on 1st down. He's going to air one out.
No way.
Inside the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Escaping. And he will score. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Man, I started one league where we did the draft, went through the draft, and everybody quit after the draft, and I drafted a fucking beast of a team. I was so pissed. Had like a
touchback as
80
sails over the end line.
Yeah.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
One team I have has J.J. Watt, and then Khalil Mack, Darius Leonard,
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is
Bobby
for them to
Wagner.
get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit
I forgot.
after they give up a
Fucking
touchdown on
hurt.
the opening drive.
Carr to throw on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Boss is Scott, it's all you, bro.
From midfield, here's Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more
Derek Carr,
there,
that's not that bad.
It's another first down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
This one complete to Christian Kirk, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 6 there on first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run with a rookie. It's Boston Scott. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
Oh, give me that PI.
Defense has to keep pace.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
29. Now, you ready? Who's right?
They'll try and run for it on first down. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Derek Carr, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through.
His 14th touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
What, rushing?
Carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Rushing?
The Chargers getting set to go. And that last drive,
well, no, because I had 8 touchdowns or 7. I know, but I had 6 touchdowns the last game.
I would think that they
and then the game before that.
Confident enough to do it on the last drive.
I wonder if that's just for this team then.
Why would you change anything? They got to be confident in what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Tiger. Richmond.
Watson on third down. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
Fucking saw that coming the first time.
Maybe
I was
not
fine.
exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Raider 1. 694.
Get over.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
We got a lot of more out there.
This guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
He dropped it.
And not only did he drop it, he
Somebody
dropped
pick it up
in the end zone.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it.
Hold on there. Too many fucking running back injuries I have. Player cannot start twice on defense. Is that my fullback? So let's do that. Let's do that. Alright, I'm ready.
On that play. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Oh, it's 3rd down?
From the gun, it's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Boston Scott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6.
I don't know how that dude, Boston Scott, had 4 or 5 touchdowns last game and didn't get 1 upgrade. And he's and I have him as a star. I put a star trade on him.
And they will not get get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Come back!
A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right.
Oh, what the hell? Why do you... I know.
That'll be a gain of 16, and that'll make
Let me just stop running the ball coming right to me.
If you're running
Here,
out
you can
route,
have it.
It's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Yep.
Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On 1st down, Scott. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Boston Scott with his 2nd touchdown.
Yeah, I don't like those
here in this
big,
first
aggressive
half.
backs.
And
I don't know. I like the
49ers
elusive
add
one.
6 to their lead.
Like, I have Le'Veon Bell in another one, and I was like, it's taking me a long time to get used to him.
Point, and it's now 21-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
Oh, come
He almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back.
And that's why you play
that's
defense.
what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Come on,
This
man.
is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is taken at the 15. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down.
I didn't like that to begin with. I should have audible about that.
Lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Wide open receiver complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Scott,
absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Later one. 6-18.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr. Flushed out right.
Oh,
and maybe
I don't know why
there.
I shouldn't
This
even
guy
throw
doesn't
that,
drop
really.
any defensively. 3rd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A quick handoff to Vitale, and they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
whoa!
Incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go,
It's like the best time to have a horrible pass there, Derek.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now a hit.
No way.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
He better be hurt.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage.
Richmond.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Come back.
Here's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 12. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down.
I had like 3 picks. I think I picked the dude off 3 times with him last week. He kept picking on him. I was like, dude, you want to stop picking on this dude.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given.
I don't even have. I have a bunch of. Look at my wide receivers: Richardson Jr., Kurt. Oh, I do too.
Throw on second down. Carr.
Dropped it.
Jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 3rd and long, it's Carr.
That was...
On the crossing route, complete. That's Richardson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It was only 3 people.
On the 3rd down conversion.
God, I need fucking J.J. back bad.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
I can't run nowhere.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr. And left side here, it's Graham. And they're well past midfield, just a yard.
That dude was trying to kill that Carr.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It sucks. I don't know what else to do but pass the ball.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
I start passing the ball too much. I'm going to start throwing a bunch of interceptions.
They'll run on 1st down. Scott. And they'll push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it here with a fullback battalion.
Come on.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Carr now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous
Someone else
coach
gets hurt, I'm
once
gonna be
said.
screwed.
Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile,
Because I got my fullback as my backup fucking running back.
hostile.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a carry for
he ain't going nowhere.
This is Vitale. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 6:37. Down. Blue 80.
Shotgun now for Carr. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Graham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Tiger, tiger, tiger. We got 3,
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Oh my God.
They
dropped it.
Made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 4th down, Watson going for the deep ball.
Oh my.
He will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10.
29.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on second down. Carr. The connection made. It's Graham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Carr now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too.
Okay, David Carr's going to get hurt all
you
day.
take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they're able to execute it successfully on that play.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll try and run for
Nice. Fuck, man.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Carr. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Really?
Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver.
That's how it's going down?
down?
That's the second time you've overthrown him in the end zone. That's the second time Derek Carr's overthrown fucking Jimmy Graham in the end zone. And he's
going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Fucking piece of shit.
In there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And
No,
Hauschka's
don't
kick
think that.
is good.
And
And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27.
It's head.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Oh, shit.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense.
Oh, no way.
This is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for L.A. 63 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Nice work to get 7.
That's one thing I don't like. They've been doing that a lot. Like, how is the... Yeah, I know. How is a quarterback going to overpower a linebacker like that? Well, no, I was running from, like, the freaking...
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line.
Wow.
Especially when I was running, like, from the fucking end zone straight at him.
Comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. There he goes left side. The 30. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Rub your head?
No.
What? I don't know. Where'd you have it?
Hauschka now for the extra point.
Right here.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's Watson now on second down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. We talked early on about this defense needing to hold him under 100 yards. He's had a few good runs, but he is under 100, and maybe not coincidentally, they're trailing here in the 4th.
But sometimes the best plans actually do get executed, and so far they're on their game.
And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Watson now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Watson. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get it for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort.
Else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
Oh,
we always talk
really?
about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Gotta let Teddy Bridgewater. Bridgewater.
Throwing here, Bridgewater.
Ah!
Flush to his right. And he will find Scott on the right side complete.
I might use him.
Down inside the 20
I don't know. I'm kind of liking this.
On the pick up there, and it'll be second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make some.
And the dude's got some wheels.
Yeah, it's great for him.
Oh no!
I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater.
Maybe not. Because I'm going to try to do that way too much. It's going to fuck my whole game up.
He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so
I could have made it
any offense to have an ace like him
55.
up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The Chargers getting set to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget.
Yeah, I don't think those 5 interceptions helped you at all.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Oh, good move. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
637. Down. Blue 80. 734. 734.
Carr gonna look to throw.
Oh, right. Oh, I thought I still had Bridgewater in there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.